I had another video planned, but I'm not really feeling that topic right now, so we're going to talk about something else. I want to talk about why we make music. I mean, obviously, it's fun to make music, but why do we want to make it a career? It seems so counterintuitive. It's like the best part about making music is just simply making it and maybe playing it in front of people or sometimes seeing people's reactions and things like that. But then there's this whole other world outside of that, and it's called making it in the music business. And I think that for many people, trying to make it in the music business will ruin your love for music. So the question is why do we do it? Why is it such a huge emphasis on our life to do this? Well, one of the things I would say, one of the reasons why I'm an audio engineer for over 16 years, I've been making music for about 20 years-ish, or 26 years. Oh, I'm getting old. The reason why I'm able to do this is that it's just something that I obsess about constantly. I just can't live without trying to figure something out, or trying to make a microphone sound a certain way, or trying to see how far we could push a mix, or how high I could get a singer to sing. And when we get to those triumphs in a session, I love that stuff. When I get to go home, I work on some music, and sometimes it's just messing around with synthesizer presets and just playing around with stuff and coming up with a simple melody. I might put that melody down. It may not turn into anything. It doesn't even matter. If you want to be in the music business, you have to realize that this is not a short-term game. This is a lifelong thing. You have to think about the option of potentially retiring with this in mind. Or you could do a couple years of having fun with it and seeing how far it goes and, have some cool experiences along the way. But don't let it ever ruin your love for music. If it's something that's truly therapeutic to you, it should be a part of your life. It's just something that's just who you are. I work with a lot of young artists. I work with a lot of older artists that have gone an entire lifetime performing, making music in different genres, different parts of the world. You can see time and time again that it is something that is just constantly a part of their life. I would say for me, it's a therapeutic thing. My mind is constantly just going 100 miles an hour, and I can't relax unless I'm in the flow state of making music. Even if it's bad music. In fact, I don't care if it's good or bad. That's irrelevant. It's really just like the moment of working on something. I tried to learn how to play guitar years ago, and I would just sit there and I would just run scales, and I would just go up and down just trying to run scales. That's it. I didn't try to start by learning somebody else's song. There was just something therapeutic about just sitting there like working on that. And I never really got good at it. I could kind of noodle around on some stuff, but that's about it. I always say that, if I were to quit being an audio engineer, I would probably want to take a year off of making music. Just stop making music for a year and then come back and then reignite that love for making music again, but treat it completely different than how I do now. As somebody who's been doing it professionally for a long time, I get kind of jealous when I see artists having a good time just making music just for the love of it. But that's not how my brain works. For some reason, my brain is always trying to figure out a way to get to the next level or try to play it like a video game. And that's why I talk a lot about, making it in the music industry or trying to build a career for real, the no gimmick version, because I love doing it as a passion, as a therapy, as just like the truest sense of a hobby. And I feel like if you're going to pursue a hobby for so long, you might as well figure out ways to attach certain aspects of the music business to it as just another level that you're trying to beat in a video game, in a sense. But the pressure should never be on it to be like, oh, I got to make it or else I'm going to quit. Or if I don't make it, I'm a failure. It should never be thought about that way. If you're making music and you're having a good time, it's never a failure. If you're dealing with something in your life and music is there as part of that therapy process, that's a better win than, $1 million. As counterintuitive as it sounds, it's the best part about making music. Not it going viral and getting a lot of recognition and people thinking you're the coolest thing ever. Obviously, nobody's going to deny that, but the pressure to learn and to become an expert at the other side of the music business, which is kind of, learning how to post or learning how to get your songs out there, is a really tough hurdle to get over. But I want to encourage you guys to keep that side of it as part of the hobby as well. Figure out ways to, if you're going to post your songs, make it an extension of your art, of your therapy, of the thing that you feel, what you love about it. Not just like something that like a chore that you have to get done. It's something that's like, you have to do it, like no matter what. It's just a part of your soul. You have to figure it out, Here I am making a video like this, talking about stuff that I'm extremely passionate about. I never thought I was going to do YouTube videos or even try to succeed on YouTube. I'm a behind the scenes guy. I don't want to be in front of the camera. But in the pursuit of learning how to do this so I could help the artists that I work with, I am finding extensions of my art or my passions in this direction as well. There's a lot of advice online talking about how to make it in the music business and this trick or that trick, or, all the advice that even I try to give. But I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I could give you is take that passionate part of you, and every step of the way, that all the millions of things that you have to learn doing this, treat this as just like a part of the game that you are trying to play, like part of the hobby that you are trying to play. If you show to yourself that you can do that and not lose the love for music, then I think you're ready for the next step. It's funny that I'm talking this way because I obsess about analytics, details, strategy so much. It plagues my mind the whole time. But at the end of the day, the reason why it does this is because I love it so much. It's been a constant outlet for most of my life and will continue to be. It helps teach me things. It helps push me to try out new technologies and, figure out how to develop apps. And I'm not a coder, and I know vibe coding is not actually coding, I get it. But learning how to build a synthesizer is one of those extensions of the hobby, the extensions of my art or that creation thing. I'm just treating this video as a way to kind of reflect on that point. Sometimes we need that North Star, that guiding light, to help us stay true to what we love doing and the reason why we might build into obsession over the details like artist strategy and development of a brand or whatever it is, So anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you on the next one.